Hello friend, I am introducing a new course, CSAR Programming using .framework. So this is the first lecture of this course. So before starting this lecture about the CSAR programming, so first of all I want to introduce you about .NET framework. तो .NET framework क्या है इसके बारे में हम बात करते हैं. So I'm coming to the first slide. So .NET framework is a web-based as well as console-based and window-based application. We can develop all three type of application using .NET framework, and uh, it is also helpful to develop client-centric and server-centric application. So basically, what is the difference between .NET framework and the C# programming? C#, basically C# is a compiler and .NET framework is a platform, and it can run number of languages. So presently more than 50 language we can execute, we can run on .NET framework. Previously the languages, पहले जो language होती थी या जैसे C++ है या C प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज है, तो उसमें C का कंपाइलर प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज को के प्रोग्राम्स को रन कराता था. बट नाउ द प्लेटफॉर्म we can integrate multiple language in one platform. So this is the beauty of this language. So we will cover these 5 services in .NET framework. So these 5 services are framework, ASP.NET, Web Services, Windows Form, ADO.NET. Under this framework, .NET framework. So, what is the scenario? What are the benefit of this .NET framework? You can see in this diagram, we have lots of smart devices in upper layer. So today the programming is like this. We have to do ERP. We have to work on ERP software. We have to develop customer services, CRM, customer relationship management, or sales services. Number of softwares we have to develop. So this is possible by this .NET framework or J2E framework. सो बोथ आर इम्पोर्टेंट. जबकि पहले क्या होता था, केवल जावा का ही यूज होता था, जिसमें हम एक ही प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज होती थी या सी लैंग्वेज होती थी, जिसमें हम वी डेवलप होल सॉफ्टवेयर इन वन लैंग्वेज. बट वी हैव नंबर ऑफ टूल्स एंड वी कैन इंटीग्रेट these tools, and now we are saying embedded programming language. So this is helpful for this scenario where we have number of smart devices. So we need to schedule, we need to authenticate, we need to notify, and we have big servers. So we have on one side we have client and other side we have server. So this is possible by these advanced languages. And as we know that we are entering on cloud era of cloud, so we need lots of softwares. So today's programming is called component based programming language. Previously when we have started the programming language, if we see the history of programming language, we have started by machine language, then assembly language, then high level programming language. And after in the era of high level programming language, we have object oriented programming language, and now we have lots of new programming language, and modular. Now we entered on modular era of programming language. So uh, so the .NET basically a software platform. It is language neutral. See this language neutral. The meaning of language neutral means we can integrate the second point, where we can integrate number of programming language in one platform. This was not happen previously. पहले ये पॉसिबल नहीं था कि हम बहुत सारी लैंग्वेज को एक साथ हम यूज कर सकें, बट नाउ वी कैन इंटीग्रेट नंबर ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज इन वन platform, and this one platform is .NET framework. Or in J2E also we can do the same, where number of platform, number of component, we can integrate them in one platform. And .NET execute programs written in any compliant language. The third point is also very important कि ये जो .NET फ्रेमवर्क है, ये बहुत सारे लैंग्वेजेस के प्रोग्राम्स को एक साथ इट कैन रन इन सिंगल प्लेटफॉर्म. सो यू कैन सी दिस स्ट्रक्चर. आप इसको देख सकते हैं कि वी हैव नंबर ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग इन द टॉप लेयर. वी हैव नंबर ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, विजुअल बेसिक, C++, C Sharp, J Sharp. We have lots of programming language and their compiler also. So in .NET Framework, the compiler of C++ or C Sharp or J Sharp or VB like that, इसी तरह से 50 से ज़्यादा लैंग्वेजेज हैं. तो उन सभी लैंग्वेजेस के जो कंपाइलर हैं वो कंपाइलर उनकी रिस्पेक्टिव लैंग्वेजेस को के प्रोग्राम्स को कंपाइल करते हैं. Then comes to common language specification. कॉमन लैंग्वेज स्पेसिफिकेशन का काम क्या है कि ये जो लैंग्वेजेज हैं उनके कॉमन रूल्स की बात हम यहाँ पे करते हैं, और कॉमन टाइप की बात भी करते हैं, और कॉमन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की बात भी करते हैं. इसको मैं आई विल एक्सप्लेन दिस टॉपिक इन नेक्स्ट क्लासेस. डिटेल में इसको बताऊंगा कि if our .NET framework can execute so many languages in one platform, then we need common language specification, as means common rules, and common type system. Common type system means common data type, and common language infrastructure. Also common language infrastructure we need this. तो ये आगे हम इसमें डिस्कस करते हैं. So these are the many component of this .NET architecture. So ASP.NET, Windows Form, ADO.NET, and we have very rich base class library in .NET. And finally we have common language runtime. So the different languages like VB, C++, C Sharp, you can see these languages, and the common language runtime. We need a common language runtime which can execute all these programming languages in one platform. And finally, operating system. After this common language runtime, the program is converted into machine code. उसमें कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. So this complete is called Visual Studio .NET. इसको हम completely Visual Studio .NET कहते हैं. So now I will also explain you, and I will compare you what is the difference between Java as well as .NET framework. So see in this diagram, we are comparing two stacks. And the first one is the .NET stack, and the second one is the Java stack. So you can see in this diagram, विल कंपेयर ऑल्सो, कि हम इसको कंपेयर भी करेंगे और हम इसमें डिफरेंस भी देखेंगे कि दोनों लैंग्वेजेस में क्या डिफरेंस है. दिस इज द कंप्लीट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ दिस .NET फ्रेमवर्क एंड जावा. सो इन .NET फ्रेमवर्क द ASP.NET, इसमें तो सबसे पहले जब टॉप पे आप यू कैन सी ऑन द टॉप ASP.NET, and we'll start from the left side where we have different languages: VB language, C++ language, C Sharp, Perl, Python, and ... We have given here ... It means lots of programming language, more than 30 language or more than 50 language. So we have so many different languages, and these languages are compiled by their respective compiler. So this is the complete Visual Studio .NET. तो इसमें सबसे पहले आप देखेंगे ASP.NET. ASP.NEट is the active server pages, that is active server pages. अगर आप कोई वेब बेस्ड सर्वर बेस्ड प्रोग्राम डेवलप करते हैं then we need ASP.NET. और वहीं जावा में we require JSP, Servlet और Struct for developing any server side software or server side program. And for database connectivity we require JDBC in Java and ADO.NET, and the same time ADO.NET is in .NET framework. तो यहाँ जावा में तो हमारा JDBC यूज होता है, जबकि .NET framework में ADO.NET framework होता है. The base class library of Java as well as .NET, दोनों की जो बेस क्लास लाइब्रेरी है वो बड़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग है. or in Java we require Java runtime, as well as in .NET we require common language. CLR means common language runtime. तो इसको हम आगे और डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे common language runtime को. So this is the comparison between Java technology and .NET technology. And Win32 is we require Win32 as well as here J2E app server. Here we require Win32 and in Java we have JMS, Java Messaging Services, Apache. We have Win32, we have Unix, we have Linux. तो हम सारे जो Java का कोड है, we can execute the Java code in Linux as well as in Unix, Win32, everywhere we can run. However, in .NET code is also run in different programming, different operating system. So these are the different apps where which can be used in .NET application. So here we have Java, Eclipse in place of Visual Studio.NET. We have Eclipse, we have WebSphere Studio, and so on. So different. So this is the comparison between Java and .NET framework. Now how the .NET has been started. So I'm coming on the history of this .NET framework. .NET framework is a subset of .NET framework and C# standardized by ECMA. So ECMA European Computer Manufacturer Association. अगर कोई भी सॉफ्टवेयर अगर हम बनाते हैं, if we develop any software, so it is standardized by ECMA, European Computer Manufacturers Association. तो in 2001 इसको इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड के रूप में अडॉप्ट किया गया. And ECMA that time ECMA has approved .NET framework, C#.NET as a programming language. And the co-sponsor who has developed this programming language are Intel, Hewlett-Packard, HP, and Microsoft. So they have jointly submitted the draft of C# to ECMA. तो सीधे शब्द में कहें कि C# को ECMA ने स्टैंडर्डाइज किया 2001 में, इसने अप्रूव कर दिया था. तो देन इट हैज़ बीन स्टार्टेड. तो नाउ what is C#? So C# is a new programming language which combines the feature of C, C++, and Java. तो it has all feature of C, C++, and Java. इन सभी के इसमें features हैं, and it is most efficient compiler of .NET family. There are number of I already told you more than 50 languages can be executed in .NET framework, और वो नंबर बढ़ता जा रहा है जैसे जैसे नई नई लैंग्वेज डेवलप हो रही हैं. तो but C# is one of the biggest compiler of this family. And C# not only programming language but also integral part of .NET platform. ये इसका इंटीग्रल पार्ट क्यों है? क्योंकि द .NET प्लेटफॉर्म और .NET फ्रेमवर्क इज डेवलप्ड इन C#. वो C# में ही इसको डेवलप किया गया है. So there are number of features: automatic garbage collection, automatically clearing resources are its feature, and it has already, we know that the class library of .NET framework is very rich, and it cover Windows GUI support and data access. तो विंडोज में जितने भी एप्लीकेशंस हैं, जितने भी फीचर्स हैं, we can add all features, we can use all functionality in .NET framework. So this is the beauty of this programming language. And C# is sharper than C and C++. So its name is C#. So C# does not allow global function or variable. Everything in the class. So this is also one of the feature of the C#. So C# programs do not have header file like in C language or C++. We have to mention header files as per the function we are using in the program. So we have to mention the header file in the program, otherwise program will not run. So all definition and declaration are together. So everything we have to keep in one place. So it means that to run on all platform, not just Windows. इसको हम Windows के अलावा भी सभी प्लेटफॉर्म पे we can execute this program. And we can develop language independent component model, and component written in different language can be mixed easily in same application. So this was the major feature of this programming language. कि we have different applications, we have different programs, we have different code, we have different functions in different languages. And previously we have to write complete code in one language. पहले ये होता था कि सारा कोड अगर लिखना है तो एक ही लैंग्वेज में होगा, उसी में रन होगा. बट द बाउंड्री ऑफ लैंग्वेज हम उससे बाहर आ चुके हैं कि किसी भी लैंग्वेज में कोई भी कोड और फंक्शन अवेलेबल है. मीन्स लाइक इन एंड्रॉयड वी हैव डिफरेंट ऐप्स, और कोई भी ऐप हम इजीली अपने मोबाइल पे, वो किसी भी कंपनी का मोबाइल है उसमें हम उन ऐप को यूज कर सकते हैं. तो द सेम थिंग इज हियर. So if we have number of applications, we have number of programs which can be in mixed different language में बने हुए प्रोग्राम को हम मिक्स कर सकते हैं in same application किसी अपने सॉफ्टवेयर में. Suppose we need a code of calculator which is very good in C language, so we can use exactly as it has prepared in C language in .NET. उसको हम .NET में यूज कर सकते हैं. तो दिस इज the main feature of this programming language. So you can see the compiler list, so you can see the languages which can be these languages can be executed in .NET framework: Ada, APL, Basic, Visual Basic, C Sharp, C, C++, Java, COBOL, Pascal, JavaScript, EFL, Haskell, ICC, ML, Mercury, OZ, Perl, Python, Smalltalk, and so on. Number of programming language which can be executed in this platform. जबकि इससे पहले ये पॉसिबल नहीं था कि एक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे इतनी सारी लैंग्वेज हम एग्जीक्यूट कर पाए. सो दिस इज द मेजर फीचर ऑफ दिस प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज. नाउ एट द एंड ऑफ दिस लेक्चर I am showing you one program of C Sharp. So you can see this program of Hello World. We are displaying or printing Hello World in this program. So when we start the program, we'll write using system. Like in C language, if we have to start a program, we have to write include stdio.h, or in C++ we write include iostring.h. But in .NET framework, C Sharp.NET, the first line we will have to use using system, and then we'll write the class, then curly bracket will start, and then we'll write public void main, and the M of main will be in capital letter. But in Java we have to write this line main in small letter. And in place of system.out.println in Java, we are writing here, we will write here console.writeLine. तो यहाँ पे console.writeLine लिखा जाएगा, and then we will write the message. So when we will execute this program, then we will find this hello. We will write the program. This is the program, and then we will compile the program. So for the compilation, we will write here CSC target exe. So we will convert it into exe and hello.cs. If we skip target exe / target exe, then by default it will convert in exe file. And CSC means compilation of this program. Compile C Sharp, CSC, compile C Sharp. And after compilation, the hello.cs will be converted into hello.exe, and then on C drive we'll write hello.exe or directly hello, and it will display the result. To compile the C Sharp framework SDK, use C Sharp compiler. So we have by default the C Sharp compiler in .NET, Visual Studio.NET. So for this we have to go command line of you can see the second point, CSC is the command line C Sharp compiler. So we'll have to move command prompt on visualstudio.net, and then we will find there this C prompt, and there we will write CSC target exe and hello.exe. So this is the output. So friend, we'll start the next program where next class, जहाँ पे हम जिसमें हम बात करेंगे कि how to compile the program and about the compilation process of C# program. So thank you very much.